Assalamu alaikum mbokk yi. Welcome back to the Jollof Football Bantaba YouTube channel, the home of Gambian football. I am Chama, and this is the Scorpions Midweek Recap, a program where we look at the key performances of Gambian foreign-based players in their respective club. Another week and another fruitful week for Gambian foreign-based players. We saw Minteh progress into the cup finals. With Feyenoord, Musa Barrow scoring and assisting for Al Tawoun. We saw Omar Colley keeping another clean sheet and progressing to the semi-finals of the Cup. And he's supposed to, lock horns with Ali Sow in Turkey in the semi-finals of the Turkish Cup. So there was another interesting week of Gambian players doing well. Not a packed full week because there was not many players were involved in action, but there were some impressive performances, guys. So if you enjoy what we do on the Jollof Football Bantaba YouTube channel, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and please give us a thumbs up. So without further ado, guys, let's get right into the discussion. Today we start our discussion with Minteh. No other place we can start. We have to start with Minteh because not just because he progressed to the finals, and that's supposed to be his fourth cup finals, his fourth senior cup finals. Which will be with Feyenoord, and it was an impressive game, but because I posted something over the week. Was it on Monday or on Tuesday? Because after his brace on Sunday, when he came off the bench, scored those 2 goals, it was really impressive. And then I came across another I came across his numbers, and it was so impressive. So I just posted my belief personally that he has the potential to be as good as Saka or Phil Foden, because there is a lot of debate right now in England. Phil Foden and Saka, who is better? Of course, it's an interesting debate because they are 2 exceptional talent. So if Minteh is to achieve what those players have achieved, it's going to be massive for Minteh. But in terms of potential, that's what I was talking about. In terms of his potential as a footballer, what he is doing, what his numbers are showing, just like I saw in those charts, I believe he has the potential to be as good as them, to be as good as Foden, to be as good as Saka, or even better, because his attributes are something that is very, not rare in footballers, but not many footballers have them. He is one of the best dribblers in the world. You can see when I show you that numbers, his ball progression, his ball carrying capacity is one of the best in the world. His successful take-ons dribbling is one of the best in the world. His touches in the penalty area of the opposition box is one of the best in the world. Progressive passes that he receives in every game is one of the best in the world, because if you look at that, he's always in the 99th percentile, and what that means is he's in the top 1% of world footballers when it comes to I'm talking about the second, the 14, the second best, the 14, the next 14 leagues after the top 5 leagues in the world: France, England, Germany, Spain, and Italy. The next 14 best leagues in the world, if you compare their players, because usually when the stats companies are comparing players, they have these 2 categories: the top 5 in the world and then the next best 14 in the world. So the top 5, those are the big leagues in the world. And those are the teams that are mostly represented in the Champions League, England. And of course, Minteh next season he will play in the top 5 league in the world. Hopefully, Newcastle, will not have to send him back on loan. So next season we will have to compare him with the best 5 leagues in the world. But for this season, he's playing in the Netherlands. And Netherlands is considered to be the next best 14 leagues in the world. That's why he is compared with those players. And if you look at his comparison, if you look at the comparison between Minteh and those players in the next best 14 leagues in the world, which includes the Brazilian League, the Netherlands League, the Belgian League, the English Championship, the French Second League, the European Conference League, all players play in those competitions. Germany second division, where Bakary Badji is playing with Hamburg. If you consider all the next 14 best leagues in the world, Minteh is in the top 1% of players for progressive balls carried. Minteh is in the top 1% in the world for successful take-ons, successful dribbles per 90 minutes. That is successful take-ons. Minteh is in the top 1% in the world for touches in the penalty area of the opposition box. Top 1%, I'm telling you. And then for progressive balls received, progressive passes received, he is in the best in the world. So if you look at those numbers and then you compare it, you look at those numbers, they are very, very impressive numbers. And not only that, you look at his non-penalty XG. That is when it comes to, attacking play. His non-penalty XG, the expected goals he have he's in the top 1% in the world. Non-penalty goals he scored is in the top 1% in the world. And then total shots he takes per game, per 90 minutes, he is in the top 2% in the world. Non-penalty XG plus non-penalty XA, that is created chances, the XG plus XA, he's in the top 1% in the world. Shot creation action, that is to create chance for his teammates, he is in the top 1% in the world. So defensively too, he is very, very good. You look at his tackles, he is one of the best tacklers in the world, one of the best players when it comes to winning ball in the opposition half, in the opposition third. So you look at these numbers, you are comparing him with not just one league, you are comparing him with 14 leagues, 14 different leagues, and he is excelling. He's one of the best in the world. I'm not sure you will find a winger who is in this top 1-2% in the world in all these categories. I don't think there will be one existing at this moment in time. I have not checked, but I don't think there will be one. So that is one thing. And then you compare Yankuba Minteh, his numbers, with Saka when they played in the Champions League. Yankuba Minteh played in the Champions League last season. So you can compare the Champions League and him with Saka, just the Champions League, nothing else. You look at their numbers, and that is what I show you here in the on the screen. Yankuba Minteh, when it comes to shot creation action, he was better than Saka. When it comes to when it comes to non-penalty XG plus non-penalty XA, that is non-penalty expected assist, he was better than Saka. You look at his shots, the total shots he took in a game, he was better than Saka. Non-penalty XG in the Champions League, he was better than Saka. Like aerial duels, and then you look at the dribbling aspect, that is you are talking about progressive passes received, he was better than Saka. This is one of the best attributes of Saka, by the way. Like progressive passes received, he's one of the best when it comes to this in the Premier League. And Yankuba Minteh was better than Saka in that category in the Champions League. You look at his touches in the penalty area, in the opposition penalty area, Yankuba Minteh had more touches per 90 minutes than Saka. Yankuba Minteh had more successful dribbles per 90 minutes than Saka. So I'm not saying he is Saka, because Saka is doing an exceptional stuff right now. But his attributes as a footballer, he is showing that he can be as good as him. I know the areas where he can improve on. I have already said it. Yesterday, somebody tweeted on created a tweet on Twitter. He said, Yankuba Minteh will be one hell of a winger. It was not me who tweeted that. He said, Yankuba Minteh will be one hell of a winger if he can improve his passing, and if he can improve his his shooting or taking more of his chances. And I say, well said, bro. Well said. He said it very well. It is about improving those areas of his game, taking more of his chances, the chances he have. Because before I get into his game yesterday they won. He was man of the match. He did not score. He did not assist. But he was man of the match. And then I will come and explain to you why he was man of the match in that game. So, yeah, his attributes are exceptional. And the thing is, it's not like he's only doing this at Feyenoord. He did it at Odense. He was one of the best in the world in these categories at Odense. And there are tweets. If you go to Jollof Football Bantaba tweet, just type Yankuba Minteh, you can see the threads that we wrote about Yankuba Minteh in the past. So we are not saying he is Saka at this moment in time. We are saying he has the potential to be as good as or to be better than Saka. That is what I'm saying, and that is what I believe in. You don't have to believe in that. If you are watching, you don't have to believe in that. That is just my personal belief. Everybody has the right to believe what they... Like I say, I am not the agent of Yankuba Minteh. I have no relationship whatsoever with Yankuba Minteh. But I know he is doing an exceptional stuff, and I believe it needs to be put out there. It is his story. And yeah, his agents are there, his management team are there. They are being paid money to manage his affairs outside the football sphere. There are people gonna say things about Yankuba Minteh, good things, bad things. I'm telling you, if you go on Twitter, Gambia Twitter, like let's say Gambians who blog about Gambian footballers, I might be, or Jollof Football Bantaba might be one of the only few. There might be another one, but I've not seen many, who will also point out areas of improvement of players. We don't only talk about, okay, this player has been exceptional, he's doing great job. Every single game, they are doing exceptional stuff. We don't do that way. What we do is, we look at the player. If they are doing exceptional stuff, we will milk it as much as possible. But if there are areas that they can improve on, we will not shy away from saying it. We will say that, like, this area, he should improve on this. Just last week, I was talking about Musa Baro. I say he has been out of form. But today I'll be coming here and talking about Musa Baro as an exceptional player. And he's even, for spoiler alerts, he's even nominated for Jollof Football Bantaba Player of the Month because what he has done in the past couple of games. So for us, it's not just about the good things that the player is doing. We want these players to improve, and then we are trying to help them. And like, we are going to sell our Gambian players as well. That is also our duty. So it's not just about like putting pressure on these players. There is somebody to manage that pressure for them, for outside noise not to disturb what is going on in them. Like, we all know how Gambia campaign is. You go there, you go to the campaign, they tell you, oh, you are better than this player, you are better than that player. It's normal. But at the end of the day, you don't have to take those things. Somebody has to manage you to make sure that you are always, your foot is always on the ground, and then you always keep going. I'm not saying Saka, Yanko Minteh is at Saka's level at this point in time. But if he continues the progression he is on, I'm sure he will hit the heights of Saka. Okay, enough of Yanko Minteh, the story and all whatnot. Let's talk about his performance yesterday. The controversy. Let's talk about his performance yesterday. Yesterday, Feyenoord were in action, and they played against Groningen. Groningen. I like the Dutch teams is difficult. Groningen. Yeah, I think that's how to pronounce the name. Yeah, tell me if that's the wrong thing. And Minteh was he started the game. Finally, he's starting after his impressive performance in the weekend where he came off the bench, scored 2 exceptionally good goals. The coach trusted him back into the starting lineup, and then they trusted him more, gave him more ball. Like, he was playing in the right wing, of course, and then they were feeding him. They were like, that was their area. It was kind of their tactic to always play the ball on the right side. And they won the game 2-1. They won the game 2-1, which means they are going to the Dutch Cup finals, which is the first, cup finals that Yanko Minteh will be playing in his illustrious or in his young football career. So congratulations to Yanko Minteh for helping Feyenoord reach the Dutch Cup final. He was man of the match, by the way, in that game. He was man of the match, voted man of the match by a FootMob rating. In the game, he completed the most dribbles, which is a normal thing. Like I always tell you, it never surprises me if he completes the most dribbles in the game. He completed 8 dribbles. Most chances he created in that game as well. He created 4 chances. No player created more. He won the most duels he contested. He contested 13 ground duels, and then he won 11 of them. So he only lost 2 duels, which is very, very impressive because it's like 50-50 challenges or stuff like that. And then he always wins those duels over his opponents 11 times out of 13 times. That is very, very impressive. The only downside you can say, but it's a good thing for me personally. It's a good thing. He had 2 big chances, and then he missed both big chances. It's not good that he missed the chances, but it is good that he has the chances. Because if you look at the chances, if you watch the game or if you watch the highlights of the game, the first big chance that he missed, it was an exceptional save from the goalkeeper. There was no way the goalkeeper should have saved that. He did all he had to do. Finished the ball very well. It was a very good shot. The keeper made a very good save. So you cannot do much about that. Sometimes goalkeepers, you have to give the credit to the goalkeeper, and that was the case in that first chance. The second chance, though, he could have done better, I believe, because he was open on goal. He did not pick his spot properly, and then the keeper saved the game. Saved that one. That was after the game was 2-1. They were already 2-1. They were already leading 2-1. The first big chance came whilst they were still drawing the game, but he was exceptional. His fullback, like the fullback who was tasked to mark him, had a very difficult time because he was in exceptionally good form. He completed 8 out of 10 dribbles. 10 dribbles attempted, completed 8 of them. 80% of his dribbles were completed. That was an exceptional performance from Yanko Minteh. 6 goals, 2 assists so far this season. Back to back man of the match. You cannot ask for more from the young boy. And to tell you guys again, I'm not saying he is Saka at this moment in time. All I'm saying is he has the potential to reach that level or even better because of the attributes that I see in him. So please understand where I'm coming from. And you have all the right to disagree. And but there were also a lot of people who liked what I wrote, and that's the beauty of things. If I write something on our page and everybody likes it, then I must be doing something wrong. I want some people to critique what I'm doing, as well as some people to like it. I don't expect everybody to like it, and I know the intentions I have for writing that. Nobody will tell me that. Only myself know why I wrote that. So I'm not sorry for it, but it is what it is. You can take it however you feel like. That is it for Yanko Minteh. Next, we move on to Musa Barrow. The vice captain of the national team, the Gambia's talisman, exceptional. just this weekend on the Gambia Football Show, I was talking to Bubajal. I tell him he has been in a very, very difficult form before he scored and assisted in the last weekend. It took him 8 games, by the way, before he scored, because if you count the African Cup of Nations and his club form before the African Cup of Nations and after the African Cup of Nations, all whatnot, it took him 8 games before he got any goal contribution. So he come back. The last 2 games he got a goal and an assist. So in both games, and then he scored about 2 goals and 2 assists in the last 3 games that he played. That is 57%. In February, his club played 3 games. 57% of the goals they scored, he either scored it or he assisted it, which is an exceptional form. And his club, Al Tawun, are now sitting 4th in the Saudi Pro League. They played 3 games in during the month of February. They haven't lost any of them. 57% goal contribution from Musa Barrow. Very, very, very impressive. Long may it continue, Laka Barrow. And next, Omar Colley. Omar Colley was also in action in the Turkish Cup. He played the full 90 minutes as usual. As long as he's fit, he's usually in the lineup. That they won the game 2-0. Which means they are progressing into the semi-finals of the Turkish Cup. That is their third 3-0 win since Omar Colley came in. So in the last 3 games he played, they won 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. Kept 3 clean sheets, 3 wins. What more can you ask for from the Gambian captain? And the team they will be facing in the Cup semi-finals will be Ankara Gucu, where Alisson plays. Alisson was also in action in the Cup quarterfinals against Fenerbahce, one of the heavyweights. They are at the top of the Turkish league. So Ankara Gucu eliminated Fenerbahce in the Cup quarterfinals. They won them 3-0. 3-0. Unfortunately, Alisson was not involved in the goals. He did have 2 very, very good chances, 2 very good opponents, but it was not to be for him. He could not score. He played about 66 minutes in that game. They won to 3-0. So I can't wait to watch that game between Ankara Gucu versus Betik Star, Omar Colley versus Alisson. It will be a very, very interesting encounter. I can't wait for that one. In Bulgaria, Ludogorets were also playing in the quarterfinals of the Bulgarian Cup, and Noha Sonko was on the bench, but he came on late for a late cameo. Ludogorets won the game against CSKA 1984 Sofia. There are 2 CSKA Sofias. One is 1948, and then the other one is CSKA Sofia, where Seni Sanyang plays. So Ludogorets won the game 3-1 to set up a semi-finals game encounter against Harbour. And then CSKA Sofia, the other CSKA Sofia, where Seni Sanyang played, they were also in the quarterfinals of the Cup. Seni Sanyang was on the bench. He was unused. They won the game 1-0. So we have 2 Gambians in the semifinals of the Bulgarian Cup and 2 Gambians in the semifinals of the of the Turkish Cup. Though the Bulgarian Cup, they are separated. CSKA Sofia and Ludogorets are not going to play in the same semi-final. CSKA Sofia will play Botev, while Ludogorets will play Harbour. So there might be a chance that we might see a final between 2 Gambians, Ludogorets versus CSKA Sofia. That's what we wish for, and that's what I hope should happen. And it was not the happiest quarterfinals in Switzerland. Young boys were also playing against Sion in the quarterfinals of the Swiss Cup. They lost that one 2-1. Omar Colley, Ibrahima Kone rather, and Janko Sedi were both on the bench. Ibrahima Kone came on in the second half for try to salvage the thing, because they were losing 2-0, but it was not enough. They lost that one 2-1, so they are eliminated in the Swiss Cup, but they're still top of the Swiss league, so hopefully they will win the league at least. And then finally, Aris Zakaria Sawo, a player that has become so popular in the past month or so in the Jollof Football Bantaba because of what he was doing for his club. They were also playing in the Cup, Cyprus Cup quarterfinals. They won 3-2. Sawo started his 4th game since coming back from injury. He was in a very, very good run, and then got an injury which set him back a little bit, missed a couple of games. But then he was back last in the weekend, where he came off the bench, and now he is starting again. He played 75 minutes, helped his team, Aris, and they won the Cup. They won the Cup quarterfinals 3-2. And they are still in the running for the league as well. They are second to Apoel. So yeah, who knows? They might do the cup double in Cyprus. And yeah, hopefully Zakaria Sawo will be coming to represent the Gambia soon, because he has already expressed his will to represent the motherland. So guys, that was it. That was the midweek recap. If you enjoyed that, please consider liking the video, and do not forget to subscribe to the Jollof Football Bantaba YouTube channel. It's the end of the month, so watch out. We will bring out the player of the month nominees. That should be out soon. So I'm gonna record that immediately after this one. So I should release that later today. So you will find out who makes the 4-man list of the best players during the month of November. Or during the month of February rather, guys. Yeah, I'm lost. But anyways, it was your boy Chama. If you enjoyed that, yeah, don't forget to subscribe, guys. Until I come your way again, goodbye.